Guys, good morning.
Time was in 2013 in New York.
Yes,
That was the first time I
yeah,
met you.
that's the
I
first time I met you. Yeah.
a British passport, if I'm correct.
I have
Okay.
British and an EU.
And you have an EU passport.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now, why are you in Nigeria? If you have these options, you can go to the US, because really the first time I met you was in the US. And
Yeah.
you can go to the UK and literally live there if you have a British passport. As long as you can get on a
Yeah.
flight and find your way to the UK, you can live there. You don't even need to explain to them why you are coming. You're a citizen. So
Yeah.
this is different from that person where reach immigration. They say, when are you coming back? You look the immigration, say, who tell you say I come back? Once I
Yes. And
cross,
I had to learn that the hard way.
yes. So many of the people
Yeah.
who are abroad are caught up in the web that
Yeah.
they will say, oh, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, they were living in Mushin. I was saying this thing yesterday. In Nigeria, they were it hard. It's not like those children that every holiday they used to travel abroad. Do you understand? My sister went for master's.
Yeah.
She has a passport, but she still first came back to Nigeria. So those people that can move back and forth and then decide that, you know what, I'm done with Nigeria's madness, I want to stay abroad, or I'm done with abroad depression, I want to stay in Nigeria. So what is your take before we start fighting other people?
It's wild. First and foremost is the difference between being able to japa when I want than having to apply for a visa. Do you get? So I almost boasted about it before, in the sense that, what are you looking for over there? Like, are you crazy? Nigeria is so much better. But then I realized, okay, that's probably because I have an option. So I had to learn that the hard way. I've been in Nigeria for 10 years, man. 10 years. And I can't live anywhere else. If I go to London, I'm going to abuse London for shopping. Do you get? And just as a vacation.
Around after 2 weeks, I'm done. I want to come back home. I'm flex.
After 10 days, my body starts to worry me because I don't see how I'm running for boss. It's not making sense to me. And then I don't see how I've got to flag down a taxi. It's not resonating that I have to make my own breakfast, for example, or I have to come. Like, you guys, I'm not trying to discourage you at all, but you don't know depression until you've lived abroad. Daddy Freeze. Hey.
I feel like live. If I could buy star for you on Facebook, I will buy you star. Please.
Well, and this is me. My mom is not Nigerian, so this is me never living in Nigeria. I left here when I was like 3 months old. And out of all of my siblings who grew up here and was raised here, I'm the only one that's here. So I can't blame them. They're not even looking at this direction. And all they're doing is hailing me because I'm still here. And I'm like, you guys are in bondage over there. You guys are in bondage because let me tell you something, Daddy Freezer. I don't know. I like to say this from a spiritual point because I've experienced it. The territorial demons in that UK, the blood that has been shed on that foundation, oh, roboske. You can be in one area.
What God cannot do does not exist. Continue.
I beg. This is deep, yeah? So you can be in one area, let's say you're in Mushin, which is, let's say, Camden Town. And by the time you're sitting on the bus going from Mushin to Aja, your mood would have changed 10 times. From nowhere, oh, you start thinking your life is so rubbish. What's your worth in this life? In fact, what are you doing? Everybody around you look like they're in shackles. So unless you want more for yourself, you have to break out of it. If I wanted, do you know how many cars I had on credits there? Let's not even talk about mortgage. So everybody thinks, but you can earn thousands of pounds. Yeah, after you earn a certain amount, tax then or take 40%. Then, I don't know what it's like now. So you're literally working around the clock. I wanted to do my master's, so that one you've got to pay for it. So I was working 70 hours a week and was schooling 36 hours. It just didn't make sense to me. If you borrow someone, let's say 1,000 naira in London, oh my God. The person will send you 100 text messages to remind you that you remember that pound I gave you? Remember that pound I gave you? Yeah. Can I have it back, please? We're in this Nigeria. Oh, listen. Nigeria is so bountiful with opportunities. Yeah, you can literally walk around on the weekends and be parking cars. You just take ownership of that area. You'll be parking cars during the day. Oh, and each one they'll give you 200, give you 500, give you another some maybe even give you 1,000, 200. You do that for 5 hours, you've got food. Where's that opportunity in London? It's a lie. And then another thing is that I feel like God can use my faith works easier here in Nigeria. My imagination is more achievable here in Nigeria. Because this is the same Nigeria that you can go to one of these 5-star hotels. Let's not give them a plug. You can go to one of these 5-star hotels and order a cup of tea for 900 naira. And while you're sitting there drinking the tea, one senator will walk past you. One governor will walk, one chair lady will walk past you. One somebody that can change your life in an instant. You will be in that same environment. So for me, my faith works easier here. Because at least I know I believe when I'm saying, hey, God, touch my destiny helpers. I can think it can be anybody because we mingle with them, Daddy Freeze. But in London, forget that you hear the mayor bites, the underground, la, 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 la. That's like everyone in the blue moon. The Democrats between the rich and the poor. There's the divide is so massive that you yourself can't be seen in those kind of hotels without them turning you away. So it's harder to mingle with the big boys, should we say, in London. And then it's expensive. I beg. Last time I was in London, my friends were like, oh, we're going to take you out. We're going to take you out. Daddy Freeze will go out. Oh. Now one bottle of Moet, they pop. One. With one Hennessy. Niggas was circling it, and I just sat there and I felt like, Chineke, if I buy a bottle for myself, they'd be offended because I don't understand. Here in Nigeria, hey, are you okay? We pop gold bottles. In fact, we drink gold bottles for lunch. You flex here. Be in the right crowd, right state of mind. It is more achievable here. There is farming to do. There's agriculture that is just so rich. There is properties right now are booming. And more things are happening here. Digitally, I wake up every day and I see things growing. I'm like, wow. So the truth is that that London, up to that point I left, I'd never seen £10,000 cash in my life.
Yep.
Cash, but I had a mortgage that was like £70,000. Like the credit. You don't see your actual money. And when you start making more money, they give you more credits. Do you know, Daddy Freeze, there's a time that I could literally from work run into the supermarket, buy an outfit on credit, a whole designer outfit on credit, with a Gucci bag on credit, and Prada shoes on credit, so I can, you know, be okay and fit in. And then you get paid and everybody comes and takes their money, phone bill, gas, electricity, before you know it, parking tickets. Chineke. So when you hear that people commit suicide in London,
me, I'm not a hustler too. I don't know how to start running around and doing 3 jobs. If I lived in UK, I would also be depressed. I cannot lie. UK for me is pop in, pop out. 2 weeks, I've had my fill.
That's it.
Doing that 2 weeks every 3 months. I want to say something.
Yes. Okay. Now you see this thing where you're like, "Oh, I'm not a hustler." You know, see, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of everything.
Okay.
It's also because Nigerians are lazy.
Hey!
No. Normally, first of all,
what type of lazy? Is it work lazy?
Yeah.
What kind of lazy?
Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, you can have energy to do work, but only to a certain level. Like, I'm doing this work just to get this. Like, I don't know how to explain. You might want a Ferrari, but you're going to work just enough to get a Camry. Like, I don't know how to explain. We don't have that white man ginger. I don't know how to explain that. Their strength.
I think it's Nigeria that has the ginger more than
No. Like,
the ginger. No. And if I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, you've got to also step out and look at where they're coming from. They're coming from years of oppression. Do you understand? So if it looks it's a certain way, maybe it's because they're tired. So if they're acting lazy now, if they're acting like they want a quick fix now, it could also stem from the fact that they don't tire to see poverty.
Someone said.
Okay,
someone
that's
said.
for them.
Someone
my
said.
Daddy.
Say it.
Diagnose my daddy. Diagnose my daddy. He literally just hustler. Although I didn't really agree with you though, because you're saying you don't have the strength to do 3 jobs.
Not that I can't do, but I do a lot of work.
No, the hustle in London is different. So, shall I give you a breakdown? I can't hear you. Okay, so this was how work in university was for me. Let's start at 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. I clock into work, and I work through the night till 7 a.m. There, I would shower and get dressed. Even repeating it. This is not my life in Lagos. Hey, glory. Even repeating it is doing something to me.
And how much are they making? That's what this
get
me. How much
make money, but your living expenses is just as much. So I will shower.
The only thing I get is your credit.
It's expensive.
How much are you making? Can you
from there, I go to class for 9 a.m. 8:45 class, and I'm paying for that. So I have to be attentive till 4 p.m. I now get home at 6:30. Guess what happens? I shower and I'm running late for my 7 p.m. shift. And then the cycle goes back round.
So listen,
and
let me tell you something. This thing you said, I cannot do it. And if that's what you lazy, then I am lazy.
Let me be lazy.
Hold on. I don't need to do that to make money here. I don't need to work overnight. Even though sometimes I work overnight, I work in my house, in my bedroom. I don't need to clock out. My concern, everything I do it from this room. Where I am, I'm sitting on a small chair here. I'm either rolling on the bed, doing the work, walking around the room, talking on the phone. I don't need to do all these mad things you people do abroad. Let's tell ourselves.
It's hard.
let me tell you,
It's hard. Can I say the only time when it will work for you, Anne, is if you have a strategic plan. Now, let's just balance it out. It's not all bad, and some people are there and they're making it and they're okay. Do you understand? So for them, for that audience, I want to say that you've got to have a strong plan, meaning that you are ready to sacrifice your life for the next 2 or 5 years for this amount. And that's when you now come and you squat with an auntie who will charge you money, and then you get you got to cover your transportation, and then you get a job cash in hand because of taxes. Then you send it back home. Do you understand? There's some people who have done that and it's worked for them. Now, if you have family that you can trust and you have an accommodation and you can get 3 jobs, not one, if you can get 3 jobs minimum and work around the clock to kill yourself for 2 to 5 years, then you can send the money back home and build and then come back to Nigeria and rest.
Now, another thing, when I worked in Cool FM for 21 years, when I first started, it was hard, but I loved the work. It was what I wanted to do. I wasn't making much money. I was working hard hours. I was young. I joined Cool FM when I was 25. And before I got to a stage where I was comfortable, it took about 10 years. It took a long time. I don't know if it was like that for everybody else, but for me, it took a... Now, while I was going there, it was initially very hard. Then the hardness was reducing till when it came, should I say, okay. You understand? 10 years for that level of stability that, okay, I have enough money to go abroad on a holiday, send my family on a holiday. You understand? Took a bit of a while, but I enjoyed the work. And I built something so that today I don't have to do that work. Now, when you are abroad, I know somebody who's a doctor, who's an accountant, went abroad, could not get any job, went to study nursing, he's a nurse. I know somebody, is my friend of mine, physician in Nigeria, now he's a nurse. 90% of the people abroad are either nurses or some hospital-related thing, because that's where the money is. Old people
are living, then you're
and they're making the money. But if at my age now I go and start taking care of old, and let me tell you, taking care of old people is not fun. It's not like you're going to go and see them. Sometimes you're going to change their diapers.
That's one I couldn't do that.
You need to understand. Look, some people get good jobs. Some people study medicine, get good jobs. But I cannot say the
school there is a big
get good. As in, by good job, I don't mean you are making money. Those people taking care of old people make good money. It's not about, it's about job satisfaction that will not give. If I were to take care of old people at my age before I can eat, I might have the money to buy a Mercedes, but I'll be depressed.
Yeah, that's the key thing, Daddy Freeze. It is the
and I don't tell you the truth. People still at my age, I'm 46. I shouldn't be working long hours for anybody. Long, strenuous hours in cold weather. Do you get?
Is that really a problem?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Now,
is that depression?
Now,
oh God.
There are not many.
Can I point something out, Daddy Freeze? Let me point something out really quick.
I don't know.
Can I just say something here? It's not about the money.
Did work.
He's throwing me away.
Listen, if I go abroad now and I do this care work and you give me £1 million a year, I have no problem with it. Because I know I'm crazy money. So I'm not even looking at the old person I'm cleaning after. I'm looking at the Ferrari I'm going to buy when I'm done. I'm not. I make more this Nigeria chilling than your hard-working, cold-beating, 20 hours a day workers.
It's not mine. I don't say I want to go and work there.
That's
the shock.
thing.
It's in Nigeria that I saw cash. It's in Nigeria that I understood cash.
I don't
like,
know.
Hey, up to this day, I don't borrow. Till this, I have such a phobia and anxiety from owing and tax bills. And it's not about living beyond your means. It's just it's a vicious circle. You go across congestion charge by mistake, that's £90.
Let me be very honest with you. The only thing that scares me about Nigeria is the insecurity problem. And to me, it is a bother. Fix only security. Fix that. Don't worry. We will buy
security.
We will buy
security.
We will buy the road. Anything
and health. Security and health
is a problem.
Yeah.
No security. There's nowhere like Nigeria. This Nigeria that we're inside.
Look, I said Echo Miami. Echo, like, just it reminds me of Miami. If only the water was clean. We got that lifestyle, man. Okay.
Education. As in, I don't get it.
Clean the waters. Keep our environment clean. This is like mad Miami vibes, and you're wondering why all your friends want to come for Christmas and summer and everything. We don't know what we have. Let us clean up Nigeria, especially Lagos.
Reminds me of my dad. When I was young, I always figured out how to do things quickly, smartly, and make money.
Yeah.
From a young age. My dad, on the other hand, unless he sweats, he does not. So when you do the same thing and you do it easy and you get the money, to them it's like you are lazy or you are 419. You understand?
Yeah.
You are not sweating.
It just breaks my heart. It's so unfair.
Listen, I don't mind the work if I see the money. That's just pounds.
But can I say something? I say something? It's just a suggestion. It's not like I know anything. I didn't live abroad. No. But like, yes, we're all saying that Nigeria is better, Nigeria is sweet, cash flows, everything. But like, have we ever like stopped to think that maybe we like Nigeria so much, but we like it for a reason that shouldn't be? Like, you know, the saying, the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. Like, okay, you're doing these jobs in Nigeria and then you're getting a lot of pay. And apparently you're doing it abroad and then they're taxing you like heavy taxes. And
let me now explain something to you. Imagine living and making abroad money.
Exactly. Let me even answer. Let me even answer. Take away from the money. Let me answer and take away from the money.
My question is, are you sure?
Let's step away from the money. Yeah. Let me answer you, sweetie. Yeah. The things that you're saying, like with the fact that we can take advantage of corruption and the fact that that's what you're talking about. That's not the reason why I love Nigeria. I'll tell you why I love Nigeria, is the fact that I could be having a crap day right now and I can step in the house and go and sit in front of the beach. And I can take my little notes and buy myself one bottle of Heineken and sit down with that one bottle and do a 600 naira suya and sit there and just feel the breeze blowing down on me. And I say, Lord, I don't have it all, but thank you. And I drink my Heineken and I pick my suya and then I go back home confident that tomorrow will be a better day. It's a simple life. You can't do that abroad.
You see,
no,
I've never lived abroad. That 2 weeks where they go and they see everybody else. They are very that live the kind of life. I see all of them. It's a rat race. I have one or two friends who don't run the rat race, who early in the morning we're having coffee in a nice hotel in Park Lane. I have friends that are like that. There's no hustle. As we they live for Nigeria and so they abroad. Early morning, you are chilling, reading newspaper, gisting. Do you understand? In Park Lane. Do you understand? A few friends that they are not the norm. My normal Naija people, Oh, Daddy Freeze. I have to run. You know, my work. I have to. The only thing my friends run for is, and some of them have planes. So they don't even run for airports. They take their time. Oh, I'm supposed to be there at 4 o'clock. I'm running late. Keep the plane. As long as you a certain time and the pilot is not too stressed, you will fly that fly. So when you hang out with those people, you taste another side of abroad. Let me tell you, if you go abroad, you will not enjoy your money. It is your children that will enjoy it.
That's it. You can't enjoy your
abroad.
You're busy making the money. Some people are saying, "Oh, can't you do that?" But you can chill.
Doctor.
You cannot chill abroad because your time is against you. When you finish work, you are calculating how many hours you have to sleep before you wake up the next day. So even when you force yourself to go to the pub, you go to the pub for a few drinks here and there. While you're drinking, you're looking at your time and you're counting your money. And you're like, all right, nice, mate. And then you've got to trek 1 hour in the coldness to get back to your house. No. Why?
Let me tell you something. Hold on, Let me tell you something. I to London. I want to start bringing in color. I've gone to London. And I tell my friends to come and meet me somewhere. And they come and they are looking at the place like this. They've never been there before in their lives.
Oh.
Do you understand? There are places we hang out in the UK that if you invite people who live in the UK there, they'll be looking at the place like this. Oh, this place exists. Wow, I've never been here before. I don't know how to say this. Most people live the rat race.
Ooh.
You need that. Now, they are cut out for rat race. I'm not cut out for rat race.
I wasn't.
One thing I know my weaknesses as well as my strengths. So I don't set myself up.
Right.
You have to toil. Me, my hard work is inside this big thing you are seeing. That's on the thing they walk up. I spot opportunities where nobody sees. I know how to plug in, plug out. I know how to make my moves. Blah, 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 blah. So I can sit in a place. My body is idle, but my brain is running. Do you understand? Abroad, both your brain, but mostly your body, are both running riot.
They're burned.
Hopping.
Do you know how people jump inside the railways? You'll be going to work and there's a fatality. Somebody has jumped inside the train. And you have to witness the
Canada. I have 2 rich friends in Canada. I'm not going to mention their names. I mean, rich classmates. One of them is into real estate. There are some people who live abroad who have mastered things like real estate, stock market. Those ones make a killing and they enjoy their money. He owns a yacht, owns a Lamborghini, and he does real estate. Big boy. The second one is very wealthy in Canada, but he comes to Nigeria to do government work and all those things. But let me tell you something. Forget all of them. Really shout we did na Yankee. Forget them. This Nigeria. You don't open your eye.
Experience it.
Don't get it. And lead you by the hand and say, "Come, let me show you where the stones are." No.
You can be dead in your flat in London for 3 months and nobody know you.
Of a girl, black girl, came home one day, sat down on her chair, and passed out, and from there died. And for 7 years or 10 years, I've forgotten the story. It was long years, mad years.
Yeah. It's a norm. It's very
we need
scary.
to
Community.
Wait, is it the apartment and nobody knew?
Yes, for like 30 years or 20 years.
Nobody has your time. No one's checking for you. And everybody on rat race, unless you're sitting down on government money, do you understand? That's the only time that you have time to be gossiping here and there. But we're talking about those who are there to work.
The UK is, you will not be dirt poor the way you are dirt poor in Nigeria. If Nigeria is not working, Baba, you will hate it.
Yeah.
If the UK is not working, you will eat, you will have a roof over your head, You will go to Marks and Spencer or Primark and buy clothes on your body.
Yeah.
You understand? You will
Can't have a visitor. If you have a visitor, you have no choice but to bill the visitor. Why?
No,
Because
hold on.
while I'm
You can't even
working, you are using water. So my water bill will double automatically. While you're staying with me and I'm at work, you're using the heater, meaning that the heater bill will double. While I'm at work and you're in the house, you're using electricity, which means that my electricity bill will double. Ain't nobody paying for that. So unfortunately, people, trust me, you can't stay in someone's house in London like this, just brah. Do you understand? So be living, it's tense.
okay.
It's
I
tense.
want to
I
bring
just want to say one thing again.
I want
You
to
can
bring
do,
it on because yes. I'm here day in and day out bashing Naija for Naija's silliness. I will not lie. Naija very annoying things.
it
But you also
is. But it's out
understand
of love
that
because we know the potential.
that depression abroad. I'm
But
trying. Yeah.
daddy, you're saying depression. Let's not lie. You go abroad now and you be depressed because you can't have house girl.
That's part of the depression.
Can you see?
That is part of the
Can you see?
depression.
You'll be depressed because you cannot have house girl abroad.
Yes.
Why I didn't come to life to
Hold on.
suffer. I come to stand. If I have a choice.
Hold on. Let me tell you a story. I remember when I was living in the same house with you, in the same compound with you. You remember now? So there was one day I was washing dishes. I was with my ex then. I was washing dishes. I hate dishes, so it's if normal person wash those dishes 30 minutes, I wash it in 2.5 hours or 1.5 hours. We just drag the dishes. While I was there washing dishes, Yo was passing my window on the way to his. Yes, I'm on my way to the meeting now. Okay. The talk go. I did it. A few minutes, he was passing again, going to his second meeting. Yes, okay, well, yes, no problem. You're right. I was still washing the dishes. He was going for his third meeting. I just said, enough is enough. I'm not going to watch me. I'll hire a house girl. I'll pay her a month. My mate has done 3 meetings while I'm washing these dishes. No be madness.
Oh my gosh.
I told my ex
Exactly.
like this. I used my 2 legs to get up. Within 2 days, I've gotten house girl. As my mate going for meeting, going to work, let me join him and go and work and hustle.
That's what I'm saying. Time that you let it be productive.
Something. If you don't have a
I've not met anybody abroad that has house girl. Even my friends in Canada.
So how
the
do they
rich
do
ones. They
Richest of the richest.
walk themselves. They wash dishes.
Now, wait, can I say something?
Yes.
So assuming
They cook for themselves.
Yes.
So assuming what's it called? Assuming you don't have a house girl now, who's going to wash the dishes?
Me? I
Did
have
you
to
not have a house?
No, wait, no. You see now, wait.
No, the question
Can I tell you?
I throw the dishes
Doesn't make-
away the next day.
Okay, now see.
I will use paper plates. Why would you not have a house girl?
You see,
Listen, sweetie, trust me.
You're not
Come in your life where you'll be making so much money, that you realize that your time is
right?
Why I work hard when I can make more money without working hard?
You shouldn't. I'm saying
God
that.
bless you.
I've said I'm lazy from the beginning of the video.
Okay. I thought he was denying it because
I've never denied.
Man, this is gang. This is team soft life. Team life.
Your children are going to wash the dishes.
Yes.
And now see, now us that are washing the dishes abroad, we would have jobs at my age.
You will have jobs.
And then your job, you will wash those dishes.
Listen,
and when you come to that job, you wash those dishes.
I'll eat in a restaurant, or I'll use these plates. Those things. I don't like house. Do you know why I don't like housework? You know why I don't like housework? The energy to do housework takes away my creativity.
Okay.
use the housework to find inspiration.
No,
For
yeah, you see,
kind of
housework for me is therapeutic, but
listen,
I don't like to have to do
I've
it every day. I don't have to.
avoided my car. I have.
He's not creative.
I pay him. If I say okay, let him sit at home and be creative, and I don't pay him the salary. Someone that just begged me for loan, I just gave people. Let me know what I can now. Do you understand? Be creative now, and not wash my car and see whether I will not be hungry in 3 days.
You see, in London, it costs so much to wash your car that you yourself be looking your car yourself. Like, I don't understand why.
Oh, no. But let me tell you, it has gotten to a point where it is bad. It is so bad. How can
That's their own problem.
Let me tell you. How can you sit in front of the remote? Sorry, darling. Please, can you help me pass this?
Oh, yes. We all do those things.
Like it's right
hey, you come here.
It is bad behavior. Nigerian parents are spoiled.
It is bad job.
Because we live in Nigeria.
Life job.
Hold on.
No. But you know that
back me. I want somebody to come and scrub in for me every day. For me every day.
Old. Let me tell you something. If you want to enjoy like we're enjoying, live in Nigeria. If you live abroad, you will not enjoy what we enjoy. Your children carry remote and come and give you. But in fact, you carry your children on your head,
children? Why are you
up and down?
No, but actually, we're meant to carry our children on our head. Let's not change the topic to another thing. But you're actually meant to carry your children on your head, you know. Like if you say this, others anywhere will start getting emotional. Like, no.
That's their business.
But the thing is,
man for themselves, I understand.
Let me tell you one thing. I asked.
They will follow. I don't understand. We are hoping that the children are wise, so they will follow.
As in, we should follow. So I can send my own child.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm very lazy, but I have a lot of hard work for me.
You are very lazy. No fingers.
I am not very lazy. I am extremely hardworking for the things that matter. Dishwashing does not part of them. When it comes to work, ask my manager, give me targets. This is what
you do.
I do my work, but I don't do work.
Yeah.
That's
working smart. I don't know why people are so adamant on working hard. Work smart. That if he's working,
I will bless
he's working,
and that person will do my housework for me. Remember when and you guys were staying in Port Harcourt? I had a maid. Let me tell you what my maid used to do. She used to cook in my house. She used to arrange my things.
Everything.
So I wake up in the morning. I don't have to bother making my bed.
You can now start thinking of productive things.
Thank you.
Activity action instead of dusting down the house, cutting onions, running here. So there's a time thing.
See,
I like to cook.
I just hey, this place there's dust here. Fix it. That's it. I outsource.
Do you know sometimes I don't know what goes missing in my house because I've trained my house help that if anything is missed, go and buy it.
So I live this life and then go abroad and then
have to take care of yourself.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
Of yourself.
No. Terrible. It's awful.
Productive.
Take care of yourself.
It kills your creativity.
I was living alone in Lagos. Have you forgotten when I was staying in 1,004?
Duh. What do you actually think of it here? Don't you think that they would have managed your life and saved your 30-something K? I mean, if you wash your plate,
to make sure that you work hard enough to
hold on. Let me explain something to you.
The idea will disappear from your
Gates. They said when he's taking a walk and he drops $100 bill, if he bends down to pick, this story was in the 80s. If he bends down to pick that $100 bill, he'll lose $1 million. Because if he's, this is a software engineer, software genius. He's working He's working in his head. He now stops to pick up your. If you drop that $100, screw that $100. It's there. That take it. Anybody that needs it.
Exactly. He's living. He's
Is that 50K or whatever it was that I was paying the maid? I would have a maid. I was telling you the story of your. It saved me. I thought I was wise. I was saving myself the money for the maid. Primarily because my not get along with. So they were always quarreling with the maids. So I said, okay, let the house no maid. I now found myself washing dishes. I found floors. Now, by the time I'm done washing dishes and washing the floors, I get to the meeting, I'm tired. What is I am a provider? Let me go and provide. I burn, my brain is very fast, but it very quickly. So I don't use it. I now use it to wash dishes. I will now not be able to provide. So I outsource. I learned, one thing with Nigerians, they don't know how to outsource.
Delegate.
Sometimes I have 5 cars in the compound. I call an Uber. Why? Somebody is driving me. I'm doing my work on my phone. I'm getting.
God bless you. When you start getting big, you will understand the value of your time.
I need a driver. Now the driver oil the car. You will now start looking. I just get somebody from outside. Get an Uber. Pay the person for 4 hours
on the destination. You're responding to emails. You're replying to important documents. You're structuring your day.
Let me tell you something. If you don't learn smart, we'll burn out doing nonsense.
Yes, be smart.
Why she's
okay,
complaining?
But let me tell you,
Hold on. Why
okay, now, one day I will catch you playing 2 dots on your phone, and you will still tell me to go and pick up the
Hold on. When I'm playing 2 dots, what do you think I'm doing?
Playing 2 dots.
I'm priming my mind.
So you're distressed.
But let's not lie. Does that not sound like an excuse? No. One day I'll be playing PS5.
Is it good?
I'm priming my mind.
Let me tell you, before I could read for exams, I used to read magazine. If I wanted to read for 2 hours, I have to read magazine for 1 hour. Get my mind ready. Go into the book. I have the right frame of mind. And guess what? When it comes to the bills, do I ever lack?
You cover it all.
As long as the bills are met. If the bills are not met, then you have a problem. Now, you want to go and be doing things for yourself. It's easy.
Wait. I never said I want to be doing things for myself.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. You want to do things for yourself. No problem.
But maybe because I've actually also...
Wait. You are complaining now because you're on the receiving end.
No. Wait, but look at me that wants to have 1 kid now. Am I going to make the 1 kid every...
No. You see, the problem is you have grown kids and we enjoy sending them and it's paining them. That's what is paining them.
Do you know why it pains us? Have you ever maybe thought that it pains us because we're not feeling appreciated? We're not being appreciated.
Now, hold on. Everything they do for me, I pay them.
Of course.
No.
It's not always
no,
about
let's
money.
Bring that in. Let's bring that in. Like what?
Please and thank you.
Okay, I will add more please and I will add more thank you if that will make you better. I'm the kind of parent I outsource children. You are going to do this, I will pay you for it. Listen, I used to pay them even for setting up my stand if I want to come and preach. Set up my stand is somebody's job. I will pay you a certain amount of money. Make my bed, I'll pay you a certain amount of money. I don't use children without paying them. Even this life is getting paid for it too. No. I'm lazy, but I'm still paying you.
No.
Am I lying?
Okay, let's...
No, it's...
No, tell them. In fact, I'm not paying you for this life. Maybe you want to do things yourself.
No.
Now, when the life does well, I pay her bonus. Why have you not mentioned that?
No, okay.
I'm lazy now. You know what? I'll be doing my life by myself, so I don't need to pay you. Tell me your mouth is sweet.
No, okay. But what I'm saying is, not still true. It's still true. It's not my mouth.
No. We have said this life. You have done it. Why do I have to pay you to come to my life?
Wait, why is this life free?
Why? Should
Look at the time. I should have been in bed now. I have
good. So I'm thinking of you. I love to encourage children with money. Later, that's them. Once they do anything in the house, if they get good grades, I will dash them money.
Very good. I saw
and became
one.
Who wants? The kid said thank you. I said,
we're so angry with her. Just thank you.
She just said thank you, and I said, good. That's thank you. Well, ask them. I'm also teaching them that if you need things done, learn to pay for.
Be smart about it.
No, all of a sudden you say, don't reduce now.
No, see, it's not. It's because
you're not getting paid today. But
if he's forgive her. Oh yeah.
I'm the lazy one. I'll still pay you. You are the hardworking one.
No, but I'm actually still the hardworking one. I'm still the hardworking one. Cause
hardworking one.
Okay, I work. And your stuff that you're paying me for. Then I'll still take care of my baby, my little siblings.
Until you happen when you get there. Okay. This when you get there, we'll do this live again. Oh. You want to work.
Let me tell you, Yoruba people say the child that said his father is not rich. Okay, maybe you did the matter now.
No,
let's see how rich you will be.
You know, I'm just like I never said I don't want to have a house girl. I've just been asking. No, mouth is not changing. No, who was there? I've been saying this thing. I'm just asking the questions I'm asking. You remember when I said, what if Nigeria is like this because because of the thing of the rich get richer and the poor get, because look, if your house girls could go to school, everybody was going to school like the way they were abroad. You know how public school, everything is free as a Nigerian citizen, and your teachers actually show up, not that shit they do as in your teachers don't show up, then you would actually be paying, I'm sure you'll be paying your house up more than 30K.
Well, you are right on the fact,
and it's because our country is bad. I'm pointing all these things out doesn't mean I don't want a soft life. I mean,
you see, you made a point. We are enjoying Nigeria because Nigeria is bad.
It's bad, exactly.
I agree. Because if Nigeria was not bad, abroad, 50 pounds is about 50,000 naira is about maybe 70 pounds. 70 pounds cannot, for you to get a house girl, you need maybe 1,000 pounds a month minimum. So,
because you didn't have
1,000 pounds a month is going to be like 800K a month. Someone said, check your IG. What's going on my IG? Okay, so let me invite a few people to join us live, and then we end. We've been chit-chatting for a while, and it's been fun. Okay. All these people that are sending, who wants to join? Who wants to join?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, please on your live.
Sorry, let me on my lights. Hiya.
Yes.
Right, my camera. So I've been listening to you guys' conversation since.
Yes.
Regarding to the bill, the Nigeria, the difference between UK, whatever. I felt like the other lady that was on earlier was generalizing a lot of our experience. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not everybody that's here in the UK that's having a hard life. The only thing I will say is that don't get yourself caught up in a system whereby you're now in the system. If you understand, you have to know the matrix code to live anywhere in the world, not just UK, USA, or whatsoever. I feel like to be a successful person, don't get caught up in doing somebody else's job to begin with. You need to be self-employed. You need to.
Are you self?
Yes, I am self-employed.
Okay. People that want to be in the life, don't tell me you want to be in the life. Send a request. I can't come. My dear sister.
Yeah, I feel like you need to have your own income. You understand? That way you don't have to do 2 to 3 jobs in a day and things like that. Do you understand? There are a lot of Asian people in this country, the Chinese, we have the Pakistani. You understand? They have their own business. They have what they're doing here, and they're doing it successfully, and they have even more branches. But if you get caught up in that system of going to look for a job and getting a job, you'll be stuck there for a long while.
Caught up in fraud as opposed to caught up in Nigeria.
I beg your pardon?
It is easier to get caught up in the system abroad than Nigeria.
Do you know what? You see, the thing is that you guys have been talking about Nigeria, how it's better since and everything like that, but you're only talking about a very small group of people. Do you understand? The country is so large with over 200 million population, and we're only talking about 5% people here that they find it easy to get a house girl or to get a this or to get. Not everybody has that luxury to do that. Everywhere is messed up. If we are being honest, you understand, everywhere is messed up. If anything happens to anyone today or get sick, the first thing you have to worry about is what hospital are we going to take them to. Why would I want to live in a country like that to begin with when my health is not even a priority? You understand? It's not easy here it gets very depressing here in the UK as well. That's absolutely fact. But I feel like it depends on the circle of people you know, and it depends on the nature of the job that you choose to do. So that's just it for me. You've got to break the code. Don't be in the system.
The problem is, I understand your sentiment exactly. You've got to break the code. How many people have broken the code? Most of the people get stuck up. Once you start getting and there before you are in the system and you're a slave to the system. Finish.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. But what I do think about that is that nobody will wake you up and tell you to wake up. You know when to wake up when you're sleeping. You know when it's right for you to wake up. So it takes a level of because a lot of the things that are repeating when it comes to poverty, when it comes to lack of education and many things like that, it's all down to what has been passed through down the generation, if you understand what I'm saying. So it becomes like a lot of people have been brainwashed to think they need to work hard to make it in life, which is not the truth. Like, you understand? So there's a lot of people dealing with this now. They need to unlearn so many things that they've learned so they can make it how they want to. Life is really not that hard, but we've put fear and brainwash people.
It makes more sense. Babato Biomo Aleni, you are a year on my life. Collect your laptop. Are you stupid? How dare you? On my life, don't mind me. You don't go better for your papa. My dear, who are you, Jerry? Please. You cannot without being insulted. How many people have been insulted since morning?
I know.
My dear brother, my sister, please, sorry, 1 second. No, you know nonsense.
Good evening. I just think as well, I think I was in your live a few days ago as well. In as much as everyone has been saying abroad is can be depressing, which I do agree with, but as well, we have to kind of strike a balance as well. I think your daughter was raising a lot of very brilliant point, and she was really trying to balance things as well. Like one point you raised, for example, is we get away with a lot of things in Nigeria, and that is why I think it's better. For example,
our curse, because get away with driving one way, you drive one way and lock up the whole road.
Exactly. So
So
you
it is
can't
a
do
blessing and it is a curse at the same
yes.
time.
So it's like education, for example. For example, uh, I went to uni here in the UK, but if I was to pay for it, I wouldn't have the money to actually pay for it. But because I've got a European citizenship, I was able to go to university and pay when I'm working. And not just when I'm working, I have to earn a certain amount of money before they will start taking little change from that. So because I've got that quality, I can't be an asset to anyone, right?
Mm.
So, but in Nigeria, not everyone have that. It's like the other sister was saying, we are just saying, everyone is saying, oh, Nigeria is buzzing. We understand that. But the amount of people that are actually enjoying this luxury is actually very small. You see a lot of people as well. People are depressed in Nigeria. There are people that go to squats. They want to live in Banana Island and they don't have what it takes to live in that place. So as a result, uh, they are finding it difficult. Like I live in the UK, for example, and I don't know, you don't have to live in London. Like she was saying, you have to know how to break the code so that the system does not, like the house, I own a house in the UK, and the kind of house I own in the UK is a brand new house, 4-bedroom house. If you want to buy that house in London, you'll be looking at 1.5 million, but you can get that kind of a house, maybe East Midland or West Midland for like 300K, and you will live okay. So you don't have to live in London to do 3 jobs and all that kind of stuff. And like she said as well, the other sister said as well, you can look at,
But you
setting up
realize that
stuff.
you have a glass ceiling. Do you realize in Nigeria you can become, there's something Amaka said that many of you are missing out. You can go to a hotel and meet the Senate president or in the UK, you cannot grow beyond a certain level. You are living in a 300,000 pound house.
Mm.
Go to Sloan. How many Nigerians live on Sloan? How many Nigerians live on Knightsbridge? How many Nigerians live in Park Lane?
Because they want to.
That's the thing. They can't afford to.
Yes. It's just like I said as well. So many Nigerians
Daddy
want to live.
Freeze, Daddy Freeze,
Hold on.
Daddy Freeze. Sorry.
Pounds.
Mm.
Regular house in Park
Yeah.
Lane, in that side of town.
Yeah.
£1 million. We're talking 300,000 pounds. Let's talk about those people who live in Park Lane, where a house is 30 million pounds. How many Nigerians who work in that system are able to live there? How many Nigerians do you know that drive Ferraris in the UK?
Okay. All right. So the thing.
Hold on. Answer the question. How many Nigerians do you know that drive Ferraris in the UK?
Not so many, but there are loads. Yeah.
Maybe 0%. How many Asians or Pakistanis drive Ferraris? Most of them.
Yeah, there are lots of them.
Are owned by Asians, because even the poor cars out are Asian.
Mm.
Right? There's something you guys out. You are living what should be a good life. You are comparing it to the standard in Nigeria. Compare it to the high standard in the UK. See that you are the ceiling beyond that cross.
Mm.
Okay. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to comment on that note, right? You see, I feel like sometimes our expectations sometimes can be overwhelming.
About the glass ceiling. You can't become a prime minister. You can't. You will
Hold
struggle.
on. Our expectations sometimes can be quite overwhelming, in the sense that I feel like we always forget the fact that this is white dominated and not just, and also owned.
You are already agreed to the fact there's a level you cannot cross. That level does not exist in Nigeria. You can literally cross any level if you have
Yeah,
what it takes.
it doesn't exist in Nigeria, which is absolute. That's our natural place to be. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't exist in Nigeria because it's our land. We've willingly chose to come here. There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of girls that can choose today and say yes, just because they only have good credit, they can actually walk to the store and pick up a Ferrari. They can happen, but majority don't want to do that because they know how the system
They
has
cannot walk to any store and pick any Ferrari.
Yes, they can. They can. Let me.
I can
Yes.
guarantee I go and pick up a
Oh my God.
£5.
Yes, it's possible. It's possible. Let me tell you something.
Leave it.
Daddy Freeze, it's possible.
One or two to get.
Daddy Freeze, as long as you have good credit, it is possible.
You can
It is
pick up.
possible. People. Yes, as long as you have a good credit, yes, it's possible.
You spend £10,000 and you put it on
It's
credit.
possible. The only reason why people won't do it.
How much is your credit line in a year? Please answer my question. I'm putting you on the spot.
My credit line?
For 1 year.
What does that mean?
Credit? I don't know, but how much credit are you entitled to for a year?
Like a very, very good credit score is about 700 and something, 750 something.
Okay, so
do you understand?
500.
So if you have like 800, you can walk up to the store with a deposit of maybe like 1K and pull up a Ferrari. You can do that.
If you have 800K.
No, 800 credit score.
So 800 credit score, you can walk in and buy this car.
No, you can. They will give it to you, but you only have to pay maybe like £600 every month. Just the same way you have a contract loan.
Please ask again.
Well,
do me a favor. Find a Ferrari dealership or a Lamborghini dealership near you, and
yeah,
ask the question you're asking. You will pay $600 for Ferrari.
But it's possible. It's very possible. It happens.
If
it's not even funny.
For it. Listen, if that is how they were paying, Nigerians will be driving it.
No. Let me tell you. That's why you need to listen to
it's
what I'm saying.
priority.
Let me tell you why you need to listen to me. The reason why. Hold on. Daddy Freeze, hold on. The only reason Daddy Freeze chill.
Back because Amaka is here.
The only reason why you will not, as a Nigerian, you will not go and get that car is because we already know how the system is set up for our skin color, the people that we are. They will disturb us. They will constantly stop us and ask suspicion. Nobody wants that attention for themselves.
They have 10 heads.
What?
The people that are living in Park Lane, they have 10 heads.
Daddy Freeze, how about we say it this way? How about we think it to the other side of it? Like most Nigerians in abroad, they have expectations.
The lady that came first, Ijoma Abi, AJ, please let me do and bring you back. Let me bring up. Amaka, I have to bring you back. Don't be angry. I saw your comments. So that the argument can be sweet. You see, there's one thing that you guys don't want to admit. You are second-class citizens.
That's fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nobody is disputing that.
Good.
What we're trying, nobody disputing that.
I don't follow now. They do second-class citizens. I be Nigerian.
No, when you are abroad, even if you have 4, 5 passport, whatever, you're a second-class citizen. That's a shock, and no one is disputing that. But I do agree as well that when you live in Nigeria, obviously the vibes is different, and the kind of enjoyment and everything you get. Like when I visited my cousin in February in Abuja, he have 3 house help. I mean, have a driver, have a cook, and have a PA. And I was like, guy, all of this under £150.
Yes.
So living that kind of life, you will want to live abroad. But the point is, if everyone is having equal opportunity, the way people have abroad, like the UK or Canada or something, nobody will want to do that. Because, for example,
I
here,
have
if
a
you don't.
question to ask, oh, please.
Okay.
Daddy Freezer, this question is actually directed to you. My question is this.
Okay.
The amount of fuel you spend on a V8 engine car and the amount of fuel you spend on a V6 engine car, can it be compared? Can it be managed?
Not necessarily. You should spend, in all things working out, you should spend more on a V8 than a V6.
Okay, fine, thank you. Now, the question you said something about most Nigerians being able to afford a Ferrari while they're living abroad. Necessarily, it's not because they can't afford it. Sorry, I'm not in abroad, though. I'm not based in abroad. I'm speaking
Say
from
what you
the
are saying,
Naija.
because
I'm here. I just want to clear everybody so they will not say.
dying. So say quickly. We've been on for a while.
Okay. So I don't actually want to believe that it's because they can't afford it, but because they have expectations. You get, which I know that if they go be above their expectations, a whole lot of things are going to, be tampered with. So they would rather have to
But now,
curtail their expenses.
What you're using, like, is that what you mean to
maybe you meant to say priorities.
Yes,
It's about
priority.
priority, yeah. It's about priority, yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Priorities. Those who live, do you live in central London? Maybe because I stay very often in central London. You will stand on the road and see 20 Ferrari. 30 minutes.
You see the most beautiful cars in London.
Who
The
are those people?
Bugattis, the Porsche.
You understand that those people who can drive it, they have taken care of all their other priorities, and they still have enough left to buy the car.
Yeah, it's like you go to Lagos and Abuja, you will see all those things. But if you go to Warri or Port Harcourt, you won't see things like that as well.
Hold on, what I'm trying to say is, because you have an 800 score, those ones driving that, maybe they have a 24,000 score. I don't know how you guys rate your scores.
Hold on.
But
Can
maybe
I
credit.
to even get that 800 score, how many Nigerians or Africans or minorities have that score?
Amaka, have you ever been to Old Bond or New Bond Street? You will see Udema P.
Yes, of course.
Vacheron Constantin, Rolex.
Yes. The
Cartier,
most exquisite.
On one street. And there are people who are there. And they sell out.
You can't even, there's some places that you can't even wear jeans to enter.
You
cannot wear jeans or sneakers to enter.
Many of you live in Nigeria.
And if you're black, sometimes
and you go abroad and you see your fellows in Nigeria, you have forgotten that there are people in that country that will walk into Harrods and they will close Harrods for them. I've seen it happen before. They want to go there to shop and they close Harrods and until they finish shopping. And they are out, travel to that London and come on their same plane. They put their cars from Saudi or wherever they are coming from with their cars with Saudi plate number. And they will fly it to that London, drive it for 2 weeks and fly it back to their countries. What I'm trying to say, that class there, you will not find any of our Nigerian brothers and sisters in that level.
Very difficult.
Ones that are in that level do not work this work that people are working and talking about credit. They don't talk about credit because they've gone past credit.
True.
Up one day,
and another thing also that it frees.
How many Nigerians have a black Amex? You know what a black Amex is? Meaning you can shop $1 million, not credit, or credit $1 million on one card. So let's also talk about now in Nigeria. There's a problem. Sorry, I want to quickly end this because she was saying something. The other guy was saying something about the guy has 3 has house girl and all that. You see, there are 2 sets of people. There are the people who can afford a few good things in Nigeria, and there are the people who can't. Those who can do not want to live abroad because if they live in Nigeria, They can. Yes. Now, when it comes to healthcare and all those things, Nigeria, that's why I said if Nigeria can fix security, healthcare,
security and healthcare, man, we're good.
Yeah, true.
We back on the nearest flight.
Can I say something, Daddy Freeze? Please, can I point out something? Because you guys are not. I'm a very I'm a very harsh, tough type of love thing. So I will always blurt out all the difficult parts first. Do you get? But the reality of owning your own business in England is not easy. Let's be honest. To work for yourself in England is not easy. I'm not saying that's our way again, because we get away with a lot here, yeah? But before you can get all of those licenses, then all of the trainings and all of the above, it takes so much out of you. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the number of entrepreneurs that are making it in Nigeria cannot be compared to the entrepreneurs in the UK. Then you will pay tax. Do you get what I'm saying?
Clearly.
And it seems like the whole thing is just this way.
All those people that are saying once you get credit score you can get it is a lie. You cannot have a credit score like park lane, drive a Ferrari, and live that 1% life in the UK. Your credit cannot get you a £30 million house. Whoever is lying to you about this credit,
that's true. Yeah.
It cannot. You're always living at a margin. You're living at a margin, and I got tired of living at that margin, because for me, I had bigger dreams for myself.
Amaka, I was driving around with Pastor Toby, and Pastor Toby was showing the UK, said this house is £80 million. Do you know what?
Now
this house is. The house don't look like that house.
I lived in Camden Town. I grew up in Camden Town, St. Pancras.
You say this house. This St. Pancras is that famous station where you connect.
You can go to Paris and Amsterdam from there. That's where I grew up. So I grew up wanting to live that lifestyle. And I just knew that it was impossible for me.
Maybe America is different. I don't know America. But I can tell you.
Me too. I don't know America so well.
Lives in Park Lane or in Sloan's or Knightsbridge and drives a Ferrari is not doing it on credit. Whatever else, let them tell you the truth. 800, whatever you like, call it. You can't live in a £1 million house or a penthouse.
And which kind credit? At the end of the month, and you said something about school loans. Let me point out another great thing, You see, there are two sides to a coin. Now, student loan, in London, you've got to be dumb, on drugs, gay, or retarded to survive there. Those are the people that they give money to. Now, I left university with debt, Then when I started earning a certain amount of money, because I like to earn money, then the vouchers come and everybody takes. You owe this, you owe that. And then you're like, you are now left in the red. So what is the trick? What is the trick to underwork? You will underwork, so you don't mentally you don't want to earn so much, because you know that would take so much when you earn so much.
Yeah, the thing is, like as the sister that was taking off the course said initially, if you understand the system.
How many understand the system?
What we're trying to say?
The percentage of people that get lost in the system are too many. The people who survive the system are not enough.
Yeah,
you survive the system, you survive the system. I grew up in the system. I F myself up in the system because it is there for you to do that.
You know? Okay, what I want to see as well, what you need to understand as well is there are people abroad today as well. What you have to also consider as well, there are people abroad that they would not have, if they were still in Nigeria, they wouldn't have owned a house in Nigeria so those kind of people jackbarring to Europe or coming abroad, it's a win-win for them. But for people that could afford a luxury life in Nigeria, coming abroad, if you're speaking about those kind of people, yeah, then it's understanding. So we need to kind of strike a balance.
God will bless you. I like this brother. Everybody has sense. Everybody has sense. Sorry, but I like. And I'm just going to say this in 30 seconds and go. This gentleman is understanding the perspective of this company. Everybody, a bricklayer in Nigeria that goes to the UK will have a decent life. Somebody who is doing well in Nigeria goes to the UK, he will struggle.
Yeah, that's it.
He's not going to be able to use his money to buy the things that he could buy in Nigeria and enjoy. The driver, the
spot on.
Carrying his bag and all that shit that he's used to, which my daughter will call laziness, and I agree with her. Understand? So you now saying somebody who has all that and all of a sudden has to go abroad and start washing dishes and start doing this. Go and talk to people who have their children. You're born finished. You will enter postpartum depression. Your husband has to next day. How many of you can afford to bring your mothers from Nigeria? Even if you can, would they give your mother a visa? Then you will be taking care of your baby by yourself. Your baby will be crying. While Nigeria,
you won't have a life with your spouse because you will go at night, she will come in the morning, you will pick up the kids, you will hand over, that's not life. Maybe for you guys, but for me, that's not life. You
will not sleep together 3 months until they are because they are working.
Yes. I was married before it happened. Good night, guys.
I want to make sure people are listening. So there's this thing that you people were saying about credit score and all of that. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But there's this thing that you were saying about the ceiling thing about you're in this level, you can't break through from this level to this level and this and that. And like you now said something about if you go abroad, what's the percentage of people that are your people? Like how many of them are you going to see on Oxford Street and all of that? Like when you think about it, like in England now, even the white people, like them, the ratio, the majority of them, let's forget black people, majority of the white people there, you can't say majority of them are shopping on those streets either.
Let's leave the shopping.
Wait, no, but it's shopping.
A lot of English people are depressed as well.
Yes, because it's depressing.
There.
People are also depressed in Nigeria. It's not just like it's...
Exactly.
You can't say that it's 50% Nigerians and then 50% the owners of the country that are there.
We
are still less than them that are there.
Let me
you understand what I'm saying?
Guys, I've got to go. Daddy, please, I have to go.
Let me say something.
I'm up early.
I know. Me too. Let me say something. By glass ceiling, let's talk about career. Prime Minister. Can any of the prime?
It's not possible. They never born you well.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, ask that again.
Study and study and study.
Yeah.
When it comes to business,
there's
only how far you can grow. Let me tell you, one guy, we're in school together in secondary school. He's he's a billionaire real estate mogul. Between when we left when we left university and now, he has become a billionaire. I can, maybe not in dollars, but close. Those kind of things, there are not many abroad, and there are also not many Nigerians. Now, most of the people who are calling are people who just need a comfortable life. They are tired of the trenches of Nigeria and want to escape to freedom. Most of the people. But you see, if you live in Nigeria and you have escaped the trenches, abroad for you now suffer.
I'm telling you.
If you are in the trenches, abroad is a blessing. If you have escaped the trenches in Nigeria and there is no war, you are just tired of the system, you want to go to a system that works, Baba, you will go to the I don't finish my...
Well, that's because abroad things are balanced. And you know, there's...
Okay, can I say something just before we leave? Yeah.
when you're coming from grass, you enter grace there. But when you're coming from grace here, you're entering grass there because everything is moving towards the middle.
I agree with you. Now,
do you know how I made money during the pandemic? Do you want to know how I made money during the pandemic?
Or the downtrodden. It does not favor you that you are doing well in Nigeria. You don't need balance. You need to be able to continue making your money. Why do you want to go somewhere that will equate you to somebody who is not so strong and lift the person up? You know, let me tell you, do you know they use those people to balance off the poorer people?
Yeah. Yes, of course. We are working for their system now. We are working so their system works. We are slaving so their system works.
All your taxes, I hope you know. Once you earn £100,000, you'll be paying as much as
40%. 40%.
40%, yeah.
God, I used to make money those days, and that used to pain me.
And in
40%.
Baby.
So what do? You work
but
less hours.
It's not 40% of the whole money anyway. Anyway, but still, yeah.
Someone who earns £25,000, there are tax leniencies for them.
Yeah. So you mentally, you want to earn less. You want to go on the dough. You
money from those who earn more to take care of those who earn less. In Nigeria, it's the other way around, though. If you are poor, you'll be the one paying the rich.
I'm telling you.
So that's what we're enjoying in Nigeria, and that's why we think Nigeria is better, because there's no balance.
There's no balance. No, you see, sometimes balance.
No, can I say something? No, I don't. Yes, there are those things, and those may be the reasons. But you know how I made money during the pandemic? Do you know how I survived during the pandemic? You need to understand that our work is entertainment. I get paid to host shows. That we couldn't do that anymore. I get paid to entertain. I get paid to attend events. None of that was happening. It was during the pandemic that I understood that I needed to trade. Now, I was fortunate enough to be paid online as an influencer, but unfortunately, the pandemic brought so much bad luck that I had to think quickly. And guess what I was able to do? My brother, I sold Tokumbo clothes. My house help, I could no longer afford her salary, but she had a family to feed and I had to feed myself. So I said, you know what, Tope, are you ready to work? She said, yes, ma. What should we do? She went and she hired a spot at the bus stop somewhere in the mainland, where I now secured a place for her to keep all of the Tokumbo clothes. I went to everybody that I knew. I packed all of their clothes that they didn't need and want. And Tokbe will wake up in the morning and she will be out there on that street selling and making money. In the evening, my own is, how is market? She goes, auntie, market good today. Oh, if we could get this and jeans and this and that and that, the next morning, bam, there's money in my account. Me on my own, I'm an excellent cook. I may not have time to cook. I started cooking and selling in my estate. My guy, you can't dream of that in London.
Yeah, but you can't dream of that in London. But during the pandemic, those that were out of job, they were getting paid as well. So that is the balance system.
If they had papers, how many percentage of your people that is there that have papers that will enjoy that?
Okay, but you should be there with papers.
Why exactly. So that's your own problem.
If you're there on if you're trapped there on a student visa, for example, you can't work.
Now, exactly. let's end this. Let's end this on this note. Why did I topic in the first place? It's because it's always been Nigeria is useless, Nigeria is useless, Nigeria is useless, Nigeria is useless. We've sang the song for too long, and yes, Nigeria to a large extent is useless. However, let us not make abroad look like it is heaven.
Yeah.
Because even in Canada, for instance, people have to shovel the snow to get to their car.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I also want us to address that
have a balance
of the argument. Let's balance. If you are living well in Nigeria, yes, you can be missing out on the benefits abroad, health, and all those things you get for free, yes. But sometimes there's a kind of peace you get in Nigeria that you will not get abroad.
Hallelujah.
Run to that and
Hi.
that is cut out for the rat race.
Yeah.
If you are not cut out for it, you will struggle with. Some of you
do it.
rat race, and it's not a bad thing. Know where you can function. A fish climbing a tree is a wasted effort, just like a cow trying to swim to the bottom of the ocean. What am I trying to say? Figure out what works for you. There's nowhere that is gold and there's nowhere that is rosy. As you see this Nigeria, who are struggling and suffering, and some people are enjoying. And that abroad, there are people who are struggling and suffering, and they also are enjoying. There's a Yoruba statement that says, "Bi oloshi she walo de aje, no lolo she walo nisale oshi." It's a proverb. Oshi means poverty. Oloshi is someone is like useless. Odeaje is an area in Ibadan, but it is like the center of trade. So if you translate it literally, it's like, just as there are poor people in the center of trade, is the same way you see a rich man in Isaleo. Isaleoshi is the name of an area, but Isaleoshi means like the den of poverty. So just as you will see a poor man in the center of trade, it's the same way you see a rich man in the depth of poverty. The question is, what are you made of? Where do you function? Figure it out and you will not suffer. Don't use anybody's
Can I add this? God bless you guys. And listen, it's important to be where God wants you to be.
Very important, yeah. True.
That is very important, to be where God wants you to be. No matter, even if you're in Afghanistan, He will still save you there. So make sure you are where your divine ground is. Everybody's destiny is different.
Don't tie yourself to it.
Yes.
Figure you out. Don't listen to motivational speakers. Sometimes and they motivate, it ends there.
Yes, no, please. Bye, guys.